There are over 2 million animal species globally, but not all of them share an emotional connection with humans. The ones who do are super smart, relatable, understanding, cheerful, kind, helpful, and behave like us. This makes bonding easier and profitable. Are you frequently depressed but can't speak to anyone? You can confide in these animals. Here are the 10 animals that have proven to create an emotional friendship moment with humans. Number 10. Cats. Cats are similar to dogs in many ways. They're known to be friends with humans and have created tight bonds from time immemorial. The friendship between humans and cats dates back hundreds of years and has resulted in evolutionary continuity and relational familiarity. This means that they're able to understand us better and increase emotional sensitivity and empathy. Even though they sometimes prefer to be alone, it turns out that they turned into us in a significant way. New research has found that cats are also sensitive to emotional gestures and read facial expressions. The longer they live with us, the greater the capability becomes. There's every reason to have a cat as a housemate. They're super intelligent and clean. They're not the kind that would frustrate you with cleaning hourly because they hardly mess things up. As for their affectionate side, it is easily lit up when your mood changes. Although they can act stoic sometimes, don't let their independent spirit fool you. Number 9. Chickens. Even if you haven't looked deeply into a chicken's eye, you would naturally create a bond with them. If you are intentional about finding a connection with chickens, you will find it. Believe me or not, chickens are wiser and more emotionally mature than you give them credit for. This means that they can connect closely to us, even to the point of becoming therapy animals. Before now, they used to live in pens and were sold for meat. Although this is still the case, they are now kept by many urban pet keepers in homes. Children love to play with and around them because they find them comfortable. One of the reasons they quickly connect with humans is that they are easily trained and are very social. Even if you don't want to play with them, they'll be forced to be around you and get you to do what is right. Number 8. Pigs. This may sound gross, but they are one of the friendliest creatures ever. While they don't come to mind when it comes to an emotional connection, they are understanding. Most of us underestimate their importance, but this clip would give you the tip of the iceberg. Smaller animals are bred to highlight their qualities as friends to humans. Like many therapeutic animals, they are adaptable, social, and intelligent. Research shows that this animal can solve complex problems while showing various emotional and individual qualities. All of these features are relatable and make them closer to us. This is not to say that all pigs are created to bond with us. While some make good pets for us, others are aggressive and would instead remain in the poultry. Number 7. Horses. Horses have been known to be man's friends from time immemorial. They've made us feel like kings and queens at a time when there were no Bentleys and Ferraris. We enjoyed riding on their back and giving them orders to move slower or faster. Not only are these creatures ideal for moving us from one point to another, but they also have a solid capacity to recognize negative facial expressions and human emotions. Horses are skeptical creatures and do not just bond with every human. They only roll with people they trust. Therefore, if you want to have them in your camp, you must build trust and affinity with them. This is accomplished by understanding their psychology and communication. You also need to offer them choices and not boss them around. They should see you as a friend rather than one who forces their will on them. To this day, many people use horses as a form of transportation or in riding competitions. It is also common to offer equine therapy as a form of emotional support. Number 6. Rabbits. Rabbits have been bred for many years by individuals, but little or no attention is paid to the social aspects of their nature. They accept human handling and enjoy contact with humans, but connecting to a particular rabbit is hard. However, if you keep them as a pet, it is easier to connect with the few ones you have. These adorable herbivores get along with humans and come hopping excitedly whenever their names are mentioned. Families began keeping them as pets as far back as 1800. Since then, they've grown in popularity and have remained a source of joy in homes. Like cats, they love their space and love to see the environment clean. Therefore, they'll smile at any opportunity to clean their space. Feel free to choose the most beautiful rabbit species, plus they come in various sizes. Pygmy rabbits grow to about 8 inches long and weigh less than 1 pound after maturity. Chinchillas are on the other end because they grow to about 16 pounds. You'll also love the Flemish giants that grow to about 22 pounds. Owning them means you have sufficient fruit, leafy weeds, forbs, grass, and other kinds of food that grow in the woods. Number 5. Rats. Rats turn out to be a nuisance in most cases, but they are in for some human companionship if you can handle them with care. They may not be the idea of a perfect companion, but there's something to look forward to. Domestic ones are brilliant and social, with the ability for complex learning and interaction with others. They are willing to extend their benevolence to humans if we are ready. Rats bred as pets are calm and do not tend to bite the hand that feeds them. Not only do they create bonds with their owners, but they also become friends with their cage mates. People who think it's gross to have them around don't realize they have something to offer. If you have tried using other animal species as pets and don't feel an emotional connection with them, try this rodent. Most of the rats adopted by private breeders are Norway rats, which comes from restricted stock. Number 4. Parrots. You can't help but admit that parrots are the best animals to bond with. They are very social, intelligent, and adaptable. If you own this animal and went out on a date with them for the first time, you can readily blend and relate with them. Even if you don't love birds, parrots will give you 1,001 reasons to. Early socialization makes your job easier because the bird develops a strong interaction with humans early on. What makes this animal even more interesting is the fact that it talks. This creates a higher form of connection between the animal and humans. They show off their affection in many ways, like kissing, attention-seeking, cuddling, and excitement when the needs be. They possess some traits that most creatures on this list don't. It may take time before they start getting used to the people around them, but it doesn't take time before everything becomes normal. These complex problem solvers are also aware of their surroundings and can challenge their brains as we do. Depending on what you want in a pet, this animal boasts more advantages than cats and dogs. Number 3. Llamas. Since they are herd animals, they tend to enjoy companionship like many animals. Like equines, they develop a strong urge to learn and follow guidance from humans. They're also curious, thoughtful, and clean. The domesticated ones, like the ones on our farms, share a bond with us in one way or the other. It is always a good idea to pay attention to the vibe they are giving you and treat them accordingly. In fact, scientists suggest that we treat them as individuals. Recently, many handlers have brought llamas to nursing homes and hospitals as therapy animals. They love being around residents and wouldn't mind living with you if you have enough space for two. While guinea pigs would have taken their slot, I think they're a better option because they don't get as much appreciation as they deserve. And on to our best pick. If your dog licks you, it only means that they love you and don't want to see you far away from them. This animal is also known to save its owner's life and alert the police in times of an emergency. Let us see why and how they create an emotional connection with humans. Number 2. Dogs. It doesn't come as a surprise that dogs make it to this list. These animals create an effortless relationship with humans as they have a long history of friendships and cordial relationships. Throughout history, humans realized that all their friendships shouldn't start and end with members of their kind. As a result, they have adopted this animal species to keep them company. They understand that dogs should be in their lives because of their numerous uses. They are used to tend herds, do some domestic jobs, and keep us company. While many dogs were used to manual labor in the past, they have evolved to be more of a companion than work dogs. The owner of the animal determines what they use it for and how likely they are to bond. We know that some animals crave attention and affection more than others. Dogs are top on the list. They are known to have their personalities and experiences that shape their relationships with people. In fact, they have independent thoughts and choose to do something or not. Number 1. Dolphins. No one is sure about the inner lives of sea sponges. Therefore, scientists named dolphins the friendliest sea resident. These playful aquatic animals are also some of the smartest you'll ever see. This animal is known to travel in large groups and chases ships and boats for fun. There are over 40 species, with several of them living in the Yangtze, Ganges River, and the Amazon. Humans have long admired dolphins and love being around them. In Greek myths, they are considered good luck omens, meaning that anyone who comes across them was destined to have a good fortune. Who wouldn't want to give this friendship a try? Did you also know that Cupid's primary mode of transportation was a dolphin? Now you know. These days, these animals serve a huge purpose to the military as they are used as divers in dire situations. Not only do they love humans, but they are also known to protect humans while at sea and scare away sharks. If you have difficulty bonding with the animals listed here, why not give this creature a chance?